In the days of my youth, the Mission San Juan Bautista was a place of reverence and centrality in the community, a place where the soul was inevitably connected with the sacred peals of the mission bells. Built in 1797, this mission stood as a testament to endurance and faith. I grew to manhood beneath those bells which punctuated the day with their melodious tones, calling us to order and reflection each morning, noon, and evening. The mission's bells were set by a grand sundial in the mission yard, a practical application of solar time. The 8 o'clock bell each evening signaled the town, including the indigenous people under the Padre's care, to retire for the night, a practice adhered to even by my own family as a ritual rhythm of the day. The tonal quality of these bells was something extraordinary, ranging from silvery in cold weather to golden in the warmth, and their sound traveled far, even to Mr. Hollister's expansive sheep ranch, which would later become the center of bustling San Benito County. These bells were not merely instruments of time. They were woven into the very fabric of the community life. Sadly, over time, the bells were damaged and recast, allegedly in Mexico. Upon their return, encased within a belfry, their tone had changed, peculiarly altered, as if they resented their new housing. Many believed that silver once mixed into the bell's composition was secretly replaced during the recasting, forever altering their noble sound. An even more profound change swept over San Juan in the 1840s, around the time when Governor Pío Pico declared it a pueblo, and the secularization of missions by the Mexican government began. The missions faced the wrath of secular greed as their wealth and lands were seized and sold, significantly affecting the indigenous people who had relied on the mission's structured care. Given my young age at the time, the nature of this great injustice was beyond my full comprehension. However, I recall the sprawling 36-acre orchard that the Mission San Juan Bautista maintained, filled with grapes, pears, a solitary apple and peach tree, and venerable olive trees providing abundant harvests. A vast ditch served as a boundary for these orchards, deterring wandering cattle effectively. Much later, I came to understand the historical and emotional impact of the original burial grounds behind the mission church. This small consecrated enclosure, densely populated with the graves of converted Indians, bore silent witness to the mission's past. Burials often involved the touching act of repositioning bones from previous graves, showing profound respect for the sanctity of all who were interred. Tales exaggerated the numbers buried there, hinting at thousands, but what is clear is that many found their final resting place within these sacred confines. My first interaction with the Padres was colored by trepidation and curiosity. The black robes of these men made them seem otherworldly to a young boy like myself. In a memorable incident, I was peeking into the church from its corridor when a Padre, with a gentle demeanor, invited me in. His kindness dispelled my initial fear, and he gave me an enlightening tour of the mission's interior. I was mesmerized by ancient relics such as a grand bass viol crafted by Indians and a barrel organ from London, playing curious melodies that held historical significance. One particularly striking tune, The Devil's Dance, had, according to legend, fascinated the native Indians to the point of breaking down barriers of fear, thus facilitating their conversion to Christianity. These personal engagements with the Padres not only alleviated my boyhood anxieties, but also fostered a sense of familiarity and respect for the mission's community. One Padre, an avid sportsman, even established a friendly rapport with my family through his hunting interests, occasionally benefiting from the abundant game on my father's land. Through these shared moments and mutual respect, the mission remained not just a religious institution, but a core pillar of our community, shaping our daily lives and memories profoundly.